Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. If you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Kim Dent. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis. I've been a demonstrator for almost 24 years, and I love teaching stampers and crafters how to make quick, easy, and adorable greeting cards. If you found me on my YouTube channel, Stamping with Kim Dent, please say hello and let me know where you're viewing from. I love finding out how far my videos have reached. Also, let me know what you think about the card that I demonstrate. If you are watching me live tonight on the Facebook Live, please say hello. Or if you're watching me after the live is over, please comment #replay so that I know that you have watched my video. So hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I have a ton of good stuff to share with all of you. I was in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina last weekend, attending a Stampin' Up! Convention, which was called OnStage. If you follow any demonstrators, which could be all across the world, you know that when Stampin' Up! Demonstrators gather together, there is so much creativity that is shared. I'm just blown away every time I attend one of these events. So I'm going to share with you first some swap cards that I received. And if you're new to my channel, if you've never heard the word swap before, what that means is think baseball cards like with kids. Where they used to trade baseball cards. Now I should say, I'm dating myself. I should say Pokemon cards. That's what Stampin' Up! Demonstrators do. We create cards, whether they've been inspired by other stampers or they come out of our own little heads. We make cards that we take to these events and then we swap them. So I go up to another demonstrator and I say, will you swap with me? And then we share cards. So I came home with a basket full of Stampin' Up! Goodness. I'm only going to share with you a handful of those cards tonight because I also want to share with you my cards from my big stamp classes, which I hold. They're in-person classes. I hold them every month at Zion Lutheran Church in Maryland Heights, Missouri. If you're interested in finding out more information or you would love to attend an in-person class, please leave a comment because whether you're a beginner stamper or you've stamped for ages, I feel like my classes are fun. You go away, we stamp 5 cards at every class, and you go away with those cards ready to send off the very next day. The envelopes are included. So if you'd like more information about that, please leave a comment either in the YouTube section or on if you found me on Facebook. So, all right, let me sync my laptop. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Let me see who we've got watching. I can see Brenda watching tonight. Hello. Let's see who else we have. Hold on one second. Wait. Oop. Hello. Hi, Mary. Oh, hi, Vicki. Hi, Valerie. All right. Well, I am going to swing my laptop over to this side, and then I'm going to put my phone in place so that I can flip it around. So give me just a second. Hang tight. La. All right. That's a little closer than I usually have it. All right. I'm going to spin it down. All right. Oh, there's some cards that we made at class. But first I want to share with you. This is, Brenda Marshall. Here we go. This is a swap from as you can tell, a very talented demonstrator. This is definitely a wow card. It's a stand-up card like this. And it was made from a demonstrator. Her name is Sherry Waite, and I believe she is living in Texas. But look at all the pieces. This is actually made with one of our new scrapbooking kits. And if you're a scrapbooker, whether you're a beginner or you've scrapbooked for years and you'd like information about that, please let me know because I would love to put you in touch with all the beautiful new kits that Stampin' Up! Has coming out. All right, that's the first one. This one, I'm always drawn, as you can imagine, to faith-based cards. So this one, this stamp set was created by a $1 million demonstrator. Her name is Natalie Travis, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but this is Spotlight on Nature dies. She did a little bit of coloring, and I want to give her credit. Her name is Taryn Zimick, and she was from Michigan. I saw this card, and guess what? I just ordered this bundle. Dinosaur, Miss Vera, our little great 17-month-old granddaughter, sings this little dinosaur song. So because of Vera, I had to get this darling dinosaur stamp set. So I can't wait to make a card for her. This is made by Tracy Gilmeister, and she's from Oakdale, Minnesota. Look at the inside of that. Adorable. This is made with our new, this is Bokeh DSP. It comes in all sorts of beautiful colors. This looks like Crushed Curry or Daffodil Delight. That's with our new beautiful butterfly. It's one of the dies. Sweet and simple. So when you look at the cards, I always like to share that, you know, sometimes there are some talented stampers out there, and their cards are absolutely stunning. The girls that watercolor, I'm always in awe of their cards and jealous. That watercoloring is definitely a gift, I feel like. But look at how sweet this is. You know that if you sent this to a girlfriend, this would definitely cheer her up. So sweet and simple. This is a piece of, it was 6x6 DSP cut down. And that's why you see those little bokeh dots in there. And then one little square popped up with the butterfly die on it. So Jean Hardick, well done. I love those quick and easy cards. This sweet card is made from a sweet friend of mine, Gina Kofelt. She lives here in Missouri. And one of the card that I'm gonna demonstrate tonight also uses, this is Spotlight on Nature. It's in the annual catalog. I told the girls at my classes this weekend, I feel like out of all of the stamp sets in the annual one, this one, Spotlight on Nature, is my go-to stamp set. And then this, I'm also using, she used it as well. This is a new stamp set called Elements of Text. And I said it's like a filler in the background. It just adds a little something, something. And then that sweet little bow. So Gina loved this card, and she stamped the inside. This card is with a returning favorite. So if you love the Perennial Lavender DSP, that is returning in the next 2025-2026 catalog. And this card was made by Cheryl Davis from, let's see, Chester, New Hampshire. So thank you, Cheryl. This is a shaker card. I always love these. Isn't that sweet? So sweet. And this one says, you make me feel like glitter in the sun. That's part of this set. I can't think of the name of it now. Let's see if she's got it here. Happiest Days. And that's in the annual catalog. So Jennifer Kimber, thank you very much. Oh, and she says the DSP is full of life. This one, this is with a stamp set I used for one of my swaps, and this is the mixed floral stamp set. But oh my goodness, you can see she used, I think that, I'm trying to think, that's quatrefoil embossing folder that she sponged over all of this coloring. I want to say, I'm not positive, maybe if one of my demonstrator friends are on tonight, or even Mary or Valerie, I want to say this die is the deckled rectangles, which I don't believe they might be, maybe they're in the online store. I thought they went away, but, and then Have a Blessed Day. I want to say that's from Unbounded Love. But this is from Lori Cousant from Hastings, Minnesota. So isn't it fun, like watching? I love when I get out the cards and I'm like, look at how far these cards came. So this is from a demonstrator who I've followed from a very long time. This is Celine Kempton's card. And let's see, she also, this is something I wanted to point out. So this is a little verse that I've seen going around. Celine's from Draycote, Massachusetts. Or they probably don't say it like that, Draycote. We say Draycote. But this little verse, if you want to take a snap with your, or do a screenshot with your phone, I love this little verse, and I know lots of demonstrator or stampers will have this printed up, and it says, I didn't sign this card before I sent it off to you. It holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. If you find a time you need to brighten someone's day, then take this card and sign it and send it on its way. Oh, I love it. I need to get some cards or Post-its printed up. So she does not sign the inside of some of her cards. No, obviously some cards you would want to write a message, but I love this. So you're sending a card to a friend, but if you put this little note inside of it, then that friend can also pass it on to another friend. So sweet, sweet, sweet. This little bumblebee, this says, you bring so much joy and laughter to my life. This is from the new, and I wish I could think. Let's see if she's got it in here. Nope. Anne Oshiro. This is from the new Bumblebees scrapbooking kits. And you can tell the same, there's some of the same DSP. And then this die is Nested Essentials, which I used on one of my cards this weekend. Here's that mixed media florals. And this is just stamped in black memento ink. And you can tell she used Wink Stella. And then there's the coordinating DSP, mixed media DSP. She colored in her little ladybugs and added some sequins. So thank you to Deborah Dotson. Thanks. I love this stamp set. This one, oh, here we go. Look at the coloring on this one. And this is something I'm going to get my hands on. So I can tell she used alcohol blends with this when she colored this. But look, these little dots, that's made, I think, with a gel pen. And I have not used one of those in a long time. And I think I'm going to get myself one. I love those little white dot accents in the middle there. So this is from Barbara Bauer from Orrville, Ohio. This one is made by Brenda Hopper. Watch this. And I think I almost tore it. But look, this card, you flip it up and then open it like this. And I think my teammate, Lynn Zerby, I want to say this is called the stop sign card. But when I went to open it, I almost did this, and I think I tore it a little bit. But I'm going to try to recreate it. It's also with Nested Essentials, and there's that same Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and then those sweet little tiny bead trinkets, which made it into the new catalog. And this is with the DSP right now. It's Delightful Wishes. So thanks, Brenda. And then I have just a few more. This one, Love and Thanks. This is a book fold card, or she called it a square front card. Michelle Salcho. Love this one. Love the colors on it. Those are colors. That's Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon. There's a little bit of Wild Wheat in there, which is an in color that's going away, as well as Pebble Path also going away. This one, look at this. This is with Wildflower Wishes. This, as far as no stamping on this. This is that DSP that you can pop out the images. And that's what, let's see her name. Her name's, I remember this. Her name is Amy Franklin. There you go. And Amy did a fun fold card. But look. There's some stamping. I take it back. Make a Wish. That is stamped. But that's a fun fold card, and I don't know the name of it, but isn't it cool? And then one last one. This is from my friend Lisa McGrew, who I've made friends with. It's been probably, I want to say I met her probably 5 years ago, I think, when Rick and I were on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip to Greece. And whenever we're together, we always have to give each other a great big hug. So friends are the family you choose for yourself. And this is that DSP that matches the card that I made last week with the hydrangea. So thanks, Lisa. Oh, and this is a thing I wanted to share with you. This is something Lisa does. So look, if she's going to write a big message, there's the inside. She's got that little brighten up the inside of the card, that little piece of DSP. Valerie's watching, so Valerie is the one who always reminds me the inside of your card needs to be as pretty as the outside of your card. So this is the little treat. Look at what she does on the back. She does the same thing on the back. So sometimes if you are, I keep it pretty short and sweet. I am not the gifted with words. I wish I was, but I'm not. Occasionally I'll write out a big note, but this is what you would do if you have just a regular size card and you want to write a little bit more. You put that piece of white on the back and then don't forget to decorate it. So, whew, that was a whole lot. What do you think? Okay, let me see the messages. Yeah, April, I agree. It kind of does look like a coffin. Hi, Murph. Hi, Mary. Okay, nested essential dies are in the annual, but just a reference, but no description. Miss Mary, I am happy to tell you that the new catalog, which let me pull out, I can't show the inside yet, but I can show you this. There it is. This catalog we are returning to the, I don't want to say old style, but I will say old style. The old style that Stampin' Up! Had before this catalog. Oops, sorry for wiggling that. This one is laid out differently than this one, and you're going to see it back to descriptions, and all the dies are in the set, so it's not going to have just one die, the item number, the name, and the price. And if it wasn't Lent, I would say this word. Pastor calls it the A word, which is hallelujah, or hallelujah. We are very thankful that Stampin' Up! Listened, and this has returned to something that we were more familiar with, that was easy to find, dies and embossing folders and stamp sets. This has returned. So, hello, Miss Jill. I thank you. I love the nested essential dies as well, and you're going to see it on the card that I'm going to show first. So this catalog, here's a reminder, this catalog goes live for my Stampin' Friends, my customers, May 6th. All right. Here's a reminder, which my friend Roberta yesterday reminded me of, and I've got a little Post-it note. So Stampin' Up! Is, in the past, as long as I've been a demonstrator, we had, I believe, at the end of a catalog, a retirement list would come out. And then everything that was going away from the previous catalog, this one, we'd get a retirement list, and we would have about 4 weeks to sell what was on the retirement list, unless it would sell out beforehand. This past year, Stampin' Up! Went to a different format, and I love it because, if you haven't heard me talk about it, the last chance product list, items go on there every couple of months. The items and then they stay on there, this is the brilliant part, till the inventory is depleted. So no longer is it on there for 4 weeks. The other good thing, one of the wonderful things, is they will mark, just like they did before, some of the items will go on sale. So if it's $26 in this catalog, they might mark it on sale for $20, but let's say it's still on the last chance, they still have inventory of it. If it goes another 2 months, they're going to mark it down again. So it might go $18. And then the next time, if it's still there before it sells out, $16. So the next update of the what we call the last chance product list will be April 1st. And I'm going to put that right there in my sloppy handwriting. April 1st, you all want to be ready, especially if there are things that you love to get on sale at a bargain. Be ready on April 1st. Now, like I said before, that, the stuff, some of the things like the in colors, anything with the in colors, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, those items, the in color ink pads, they will, in color reinkers, in color blends, they will fly off the shelf. But let's say they don't. If they don't, they will stay there until they're gone. The inventory is depleted. So I love this about it. I especially love a bargain. So maybe there's stamp sets that you would not have paid full price for, but if it's, goes on sale and it's, 30% off, you might take a second look and say, I'm going to, invest in it. So last chance product sale, April 1st, be ready. And then that annual catalog, the one that I just showed you, the brand new one, that one will, if you're a customer of mine, and you've purchased from me before, that will arrive in your mailbox towards the end of April, because of the catalog going live May 6th. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. Just let me know. Leave a comment, and I would be happy to pop one in the mail as soon as I receive my batch, which I have to order them on, I'll order on March 25th, cases of them. So, all right, here we go. Here are the cards from my stamp classes. We made 5. This is a stamp set. It's called With You in Mind. Love big stamps are very popular right now, and so I love this one. This is created by a demonstrator. This is in the mini catalog, Julie Davison, and I can show you this one. She's a lovely demonstrator, and she definitely had words in mind when she created little words and images. When she went with the Stampin' Up! Artist and created this one. So it's called With You in Mind, $20, and it's got thinking of you, best wishes, happy birthday, and thank you. And then it's, I forgot to say, she's $1 million sales achiever. So page 18, $20, you get 9 of those, and you also get these cute little images. So, the stampers at my classes had a choice. They could do either thinking of you or happy birthday. And there you can see, this is the first one that I used with this is the only one that I used in this stamp class with the nested essential dies. But look how easy it is. Now, this DSP, both of these, that was made from the mixed media Floral Suite, which is an online exclusive, and I'll talk to you about that in just a minute. I want to also point out, and there's a little piece, this is Petal Path, and these two pieces, so that's about 2 1/8 and 2 1/8, and then I didn't want the raw edge to show on either side, but I did not have petal pink ribbon. So this is a great way. This just improvises as your ribbon, and it covers up that raw edge. And then 3 of the brushed brass butterflies. So, oh, thank you, Valerie. I will tell you in just a second. And yay, Murph, I completely agree with you. We are shouting from the rooftops that we're returning to the older style layout of the catalog. So, here, I'll talk about this, and then I'll talk about the online exclusives. So, Boho Blue, this is one of the in colors that is going away. And so if you love Boho Blue, or if you love any blues, if you've got the ink pad, you want to make sure you have a reinker. If you love it, you want to make sure you've got an extra pack of cardstock, because pretty much I can tell you, April 1st, all that stuff will disappear. So this card, and all of the cards that I made were inspired by swap cards that I saw or received from North Carolina. So I didn't get the lady who made the demonstrator who created something similar to this, but you can definitely tell I just took different DSP and matched it up, and love this DSP. Oh, so good. Okay, on to the online exclusive for Valerie. You're not a pain, but I will tell you. Okay, first the online exclusives. I had a customer yesterday. She fell in love with this suite, which is called it's the Textured Note Suite, and she when I was telling her, oh, it's an online exclusive, which means it's not in a mini catalog. It's not in here. It's not in here. The only way you will see the products that go with this, as well as this, as well as this one, is on my website. So you want to go to kimdent.stampinup.net, click on the Shop Now button. You can click on the drop down will be New Arrivals, or in the search bar, you can put in Online Exclusives. 2 words, Online Exclusives. And then all of these beautiful products will pop up. They're going to update it. And this is the exciting part for those of us who always want to see new stuff. In May, they will update with a whole new load of new products that we will, fall in love with, in addition to what's in the annual catalog, the new annual catalog. The part that I feel bad about, that I feel like I've got to talk a little bit more about, is my friend Tina didn't think she could get this suite because she said, I can't get it, right? Because I'm not placing an order online. And I said, no. I wish they would change the name of it. So the online exclusive just means that it is only online. You can place an order with me and I can have it delivered to your house, or I can have it delivered and you can come to my class and pick it up. Or you can place it, or you can place it online. Did I say that? You don't have to do the online shopping yourself, but to see the stuff, to see the online exclusives, you've got to go to my website to do that. And I'm just going to start talking about it more and more, just because I felt bad. I felt sad that Tina thought, oh, I can't get this beautiful product or this one because she doesn't shop online. She always places her orders with me. Okay. So there is one answer to your question. That's where you find the online exclusive items. Okay. Hold that thought about your next question, Valerie, and I'll explain that in a sec. So this is a tone-on-tone card. And do you love this part? It matches my nails. This is with the bundle that has, or the suite that has this stamp in it, as well as the DSP that has this in it. And it is, it's called Mixed Media Floral. So we just stamped with fresh freesia. We used our stamparatus, or if you have a stamp positioning tool, I would recommend it. Or the acrylic block, you'd have to use the great big one, which I think is the F size acrylic block. So stamparatus made it a lot easy. We stamped it first. We cut it out with another die set that is fantastic called Everyday Arches, and then put on a few embellishments. This little piece right here, they had, this is from Storybook Friends. So the stamp set that is in the mini catalog that has the Beatrix Potter looking old-fashioned animals or bunnies, Happy Spring, but my favorite, Easter Greetings, we put on the front here. Some of the stampers left theirs blank and then just moved their bow down a little bit. By leaving blank, they did not put this on there. They just left, it was just the tulips and then the bow and then the embellishments. So tone on tone, this beautiful color is fresh freesia. And I got this idea from the convention. This one, the woven texture one, this is what I'm going to talk about a lot because I have fallen in love with the dies for this. This is not the DSP is like photographs of cane, rope, all sorts of textures. And then this I said would be a really good card, we're always struggling for masculine cards. So this would be a good masculine card. This is for a friend of mine. The words on this one are actually from Perennial Postage. I know you'll get through this, it's a good stamp to have. The dies though, I'll talk about in just a second. The color on this card is Pebbled Path, which loved. Is this the one, Valerie, that you loved? Valerie, is it Pebble Path? Yeah, I think it is Pebble Path. Out of the in colors that are going away, I can't believe it because I'm usually I'm not so much like the dark colors. I don't know. I lean towards, I do like dark colors, but I never thought I'd fall in love with Pebble Path like I have. I was disappointed when I first saw it, when it came out in the last year. I love this color. And out of all the in colors, this is probably the one this one is going away that I've used the most. So I'm sad to see Pebble Path go. There, a little twine bow, that's from our essential twine pack. So that's one of them. This is with spring corners. This is I used this on a swap card, I think, last month. So you've probably seen it, but I want to tell you a little bit about this. This stamp set, spring corners, as well as this die. There's a bunch of different dies that go with it, with words that are like this. I saw this at the convention, something similar to it. And I thought, I want to do this for my class. And I had a lot of this DSP. This pattern is from Ocean Friends, which is the one that has the crabs and the seahorses and the ocean critters, the lobsters. So I decided I'm going to use up my Melon Mambo DSP from Ocean Friends. This is just cut out. There's this die. We stamped first. That's my tip. If you get this, stamp first and then die cut. A little bit of embellishments and then a piece of Melon Mambo and another layer of basic white up on dimensionals. So cute. So easy to make. And then the last card is the card that I am going to demonstrate for you. This one is made with the stamp set Spotlight on Nature, and it's the one that has the beautiful circular dies, but I've paired it with this new set of dies that I have fallen in love with, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. The color of this dark pink, that's Moody Mauve, and that was the third. There's 5 in colors that are going away, but Moody Mauve, Boho Blue, and Pebble Path are the 3 that I used for my classes, just because I want to remind everybody that they are going away, along with Wild Wheat. That's the other one. And who can help me? What's the 5th one? I'm thinking, help me out. The ribbon on this card is, it was retired, but I thought it went so well with the Bubble Bath text. This is Bubble Bath ribbon, and then this is elements of text behind there, which I'll talk about in a second. I want to show you, so here's Spotlight on Nature. Gotten a lot of use out of this, and as well as the dies. I'm going to use Unbounded Love on the inside, this Happy Birthday. And then this is another online exclusive, Elements of Text. And I've used this one. I used this on one of my cards recently with the mixed florals. This is the one we're going to use today. I had someone say to me, what does it say? And I'm like, I can only read bits of it. I can see sunshine here. So it's kind of just, it's not really meant to be read. It's meant to, be a filler. I call it a filler. It just fills up that background instead of it being just white. So on to the dies. This set of dies, textured note dies, it's part of a beautiful suite that are online only. And here you can see I put the textured note dies. That's the item number. If you're just interested in the dies, they're $33. You can find it on my website. There's my website. You want to click on either new arrivals or search online exclusives. So look at how awesome these are. This is the one that I used on the Pebble Path card. And this is the one that we're using with the Moody Mauve Spotlight on Nature card. But love this die and look at the detail on it. That's the part that is amazing. These are just the stitching ones, but this is the one that I used on the Fresh Freesia, the tulip card. And then this long skitty one will be great for words, it's nice to fill up like the front. You would use it like across an image on the front of your card. But look at, oh, so good. So good, so good. All right, textured note dies. Here we go. We're going to bring in the kit, which is so little few pieces here. Smoky Slate. This is 5.5 by 8.5. Let's see. I'll leave that right there. See if I want to make sure I'm in view. Then my piece of Moody Mauve that's going away, 3.5 by 5. And then I took a piece of Basic White, 4 by 5 1/4. And this is, I use actually 2 pieces of it. One is for the inside and one is for the, to cut the die out for the front of the card. So not too many pieces, and you'll see how quickly this comes together. So I'm going to bring in, the first color I'm going to bring in is my Bubble Bath. Let's see, boho, is it not copper clay? Thanks, Brenda, copper clay. Oh, that's another good one. Okay, and then I've already die cut it. There it is. Isn't it? I just love it. I hope you can see how cool that is. Textured note dies. And then I'm going to bring in my Elements of Text, which is an online stamp set, online exclusive, and ink it up. And I'm going to stamp right in the middle. Yeah, boho, wild wheat, copper clay, pebble path, and what did I say? Moody Mauve. There, those are your colors. Okay, bring in the Moody Mauve. I have not really used this color very much this year. Or the past 2 years. It's here. We get these colors for 2 years. I have, for those of you who have asked me, I do like the new in colors. I was really happy and pleased with them. There's some, I don't know how they pick them. I don't know how they become in colors, but I know that they Stampin' Up, because they do it so far in advance. That's what's so interesting to me. They follow fashion trends. So the new colors that are coming in, Stampin' Up has done their job, and they're, let's see, there are, I can tell you, it's like Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger. Oh, there's a C one that's almost on camera. It looks like it's a black color, but it's not. It's a mixture between Night of Navy and Pretty Peacock. It's very, very dark. This is something I did, I decided, where is it? I didn't do this for my class, but I decided that I would bring in Wink of Stella. And here's a little tip about Wink of Stella. If you bring in Wink of Stella on ink that has just been stamped, like I don't know, I guess if I got it runny enough, I could. But what I thought, oh, this will be pretty with a little bit of sparkle, right? A very feminine card with a little bit of sparkle. But what you can get, what Wink of Stella does, which I think you can probably already see it happening, it will bleed that ink that I just, on the tulip, just ever so slightly. And I thought, oh, that's pretty. Just a little bit of color. There, you can see it on there. So let's put some on the leaves too. Sparkle it up. So, isn't that pretty? Ah, love the Wink of Stella. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Oh yeah, it's really, I can tell on my camera, it's really sparkly. All right, Wink of Stella. Let me close up this. Oh, nope, I'm going to stamp my words for the inside. Let's see. I'm going to use a stamp set that I think came out, it did come out with this. It's in the annual catalog. These are great words, and you can tell how much, look, I love this stamp set. I have had customers ask me, like, what do you do? I mean, they're very well loved. You can see. How do you get that color? How do you get that? And I'm like, oh, fortunately, it does not bother me when they are stained. I guess that's the right word. It doesn't bother me but I know some customers that makes them kind of crazy. On a photopolymer stamp, there's really nothing you can do. If you used any like harsh chemicals, it would, I think it would damage the photopolymer. Oh, this is another tip though. I did have this one. This one kind of started not sticking because I use this one the most, and it's used in my classes. You can wash your photopolymer stamps like in a little bit of Dawn dish soap. And what it does, it removes like the oils that have gotten stuck on here. Like sometimes I'll put it on and it'll just it would flop right off. It's because the oils, it's been handled so much, and the oils from our skin has made it onto the back of that. So that's why. So you just use a little bit of Dawn dish soap and then clean it, give it a little bath, and it sticks good as new. And Miss Valerie, in honor of you, I am going to stamp the tulip down here in the bottom, and you'll see how beautiful it is. Except I've got to get something underneath it so it, oh, here we go. I'm going to ruin it there. Put this in the corner. I didn't want to stamp off of the card and get it on my glass mat. So gorgeous, gorgeous. Secret C, thank you. Yeah, that's the one that is really, really dark. Okay, bring in my stamp and seal. Look at how pretty that is. There's that. I'm going to pull this off. And glue. So I have a feeling I'm going to be using those textured notes like crazy. Crazy, crazy. I'm going to bring in my dimensionals. And I'm dimensional crazy. But for tonight, I'm just going to use 5. But I always put one in the middle because it makes me sad. Like if I see, this kind of, especially after it's mailed, kind of gets a little saggy in the middle. So really, I probably, if I was doing this and had more time, I would put like 2 right here as well. All right. Center that on the smoky slate. The one thing, the card that I saw originally at the convention, it was in blues, and I want to say crumb cake maybe. I knew I wanted to use Moody Mauve, but I had a really hard time like trying to get a color that I was happy with, like a neutral that would go with it. Originally, I kind of had thought that I would use the card base as bubble bath. And then I just decided it was too much instead of the gray, which maybe if I would have added a good layer of gray behind it. But this on top of the Moody Mauve, it just was too pink for me. So that's how the smoky slate came in. This also, look, if I did not put the bow on it, that would be a beautiful sympathy card. So I'm going to grab, but for this one, it's a birthday. So I'm going to grab my mini glue dots. And then I'm going to show you the sequins that are going to go on here. Where's the end? Here it is. So if you hang tight just for a second, let's see. I will explain a little bit about the new Stampin' Rewards program because Valerie asked and she's been so patient. All right. I'm going to use, these are the adhesive back sequin trios, page 114, 161, 288. They're $8.50 for 120 of them. We'll go with that. I always like to do like a triangular shape. That's just something that was shared with me, a tip. So you can see, boom, boom, boom. And there is my pretty little card. All right, let me flip this around. I hope you like it. I hope you like all the cards that I showed you tonight. All right, let me flip this around and I'm going to share what about the Stampin' Rewards Okay, so on April 15th, Stampin' Up will change the reward program. In the past, our customers would have to spend $150 and then they would be rewarded with $15 in free merchandise, and it would go up from there. Now, the new program I've said this weekend, think of like Kohl's Cash. So now when you spend $20, it's got to be a minimum order of 20, you will receive 10%, so $2. And it goes, up from that. It's 10%, but it's got to be a minimum of $20. So you can bank those rewards for 1 year, or the difference between the program now and the new program is, in the past, right now, if my customers spend $150, they would get $15 in free merchandise that they could spend on that order. And I would find out what their $15 is, and then we would place the order and send the order off. Now the difference is you'll have an account, and Stampin' Up will keep track of your rewards, but when you earn that $2 on that $20 order, you will not be able to spend it till the next order. So think Kohl's Cash. You've got earning time, and then you're going to earn it on an order, and then you're going to redeem it, but it's going to be on the next order. For Stampin' Up to keep track of our customers' rewards, you have to have an online account, which, Valerie, you're all set up and ready to go. As long as if you've placed an order with me online, you're ready to go. And it's when April 15th hits, or whenever you place an order after April 15th, they're going to keep track of your rewards. What changed with with Stampin' Up, but I think what kind of brought about this change is that it was on a federal level where, and I don't know the exact, it's the high ups, it's not Stampin' Up, said that direct sales companies can no longer hang on to or store credit card information. So when you place an order, or in the past or now, when I place an order, I can say, oh, Valerie wants to use her Visa card to pay for her order. And now it will not be like that. You can go in and place your order online, or here, and this is the big or, because I have a lot of people who are confused about this. I can place the order, but if you, Valerie, want to pay by credit card, I'm going to place the order and have it all ready to go, and then I will send you a link. You'll click on that, and then you will go in, Valerie will go in, and she will put in her credit card information. So I think that's the biggest part. That is, there's a lot of it. I'll be talking about it more from now till we all understand it. But for the most part, did I answer some of your questions? I will no longer, I think I've probably said this 2 weeks ago, I will no longer have a host code. That is going away. So for all of you who have placed, actually, and I have a new host code, I'll flip that down before we go. The host, I will no longer have host code. It's all going to be like individual orders, because they want you to receive the rewards. So on a $20 order, you want your order to be at least 20, you'll get $2 towards your next purchase, or you can hang on to that and, bank it and then buy something big. So I think that's really cool. So I hope that answers some of your question. It's going to take some getting used to, because when you've done something for 24 years, it takes a long time to reprogram, especially when you're 63. So thank you, everyone. Oh, yes, you do have, yes, Valerie, you have the options to use it on the next order, or save it up, bank them up, and you use it before that. You have 1 year to use up your rewards. So I hope that helps. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, just feel free to send me a message. I'm going to flip this down before I leave. I want to say God's blessings to all of you. I'm going to flip it down. If you are placing an order and you place it before April 15th, I'm going to show you my website and my host code. So I'm going to flip this around. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great week. Bye-bye. Oops. There you go. That's the host code. This will be the last one, RD3NNERS. There's my website. And then if you have questions, email me. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.